So, Ben from When Workers Play mentioned me in a video that, you know, if you have a wood stove, I'd like to see it. He mentioned that I have one and he'd like me to do a video on it. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to do a video on my wood stove. And Noel from Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood, he also mentioned me in one of his videos. So this will be for both Ben and Noel. And David from RCAF Polar Express. David just put in a new wood burner also. And so for those three fine gentlemen, I'm going to present my wood stove. So here it is in all its glory, my Regency wood stove. And there's a little bit of a history behind this wood stove, and if you got a minute, I'd like to tell you about it. Regency, I painted it black, not that long ago, only a couple of days ago, and of course had a couple of fires in it, had to burn it off, stunk like hell, because it was an automotive style paint. I don't know if that matters or not, maybe the other paint stinks too, but I could get away with it here in the garage, right? Put a good hot fire on it, open the door and get the stink in it. You'd never stay in here and breathe that in, it's no good for you. But yeah, like I say, 1990 Regency, I picked it up for free. So that's the key right there, free. Driving along in the truck one day, and this guy is wheeling this stove out to the curb, stuck a sign on it. When I'm going by, I'm looking, the sign said free. Of course, on the brakes, because I'm looking for a stove with a glass in it for the cabin. I actually installed it in the cabin, realized I'd rather have it here, took it back from the cabin, took the old stove back out, installed it in the cabin again. That's all on video. I'm a little nuts, I think. Anyway, it's got a great little draft down here. Needs a gasket on the door. It's got a nice gold door. It looks nice black and gold now instead of that ugly tan that was on it before. Yeah, so not sure. This takes a 16-inch log. I think if I was actually going to purchase a fireplace, I think I'd want one that was a little longer, so that when you're putting the log in, like this for instance, you have to load this way, right? Because this is 16 inches. So as you can see, it's sticking out a little bit, at least to there. So you have, if you want to stack wood this way, you'd have to probably cut 12-inch wood. Nobody's going to cut 12-inch wood, especially if you're doing any amount of heating, right? So you have to put it in this way. Now, I don't like that. I would rather if it was turned the other way and the door was on the side, so you could load this thing straight in like this, and just keep loading your pieces in. I think it's safer, for one thing, obviously, because you don't have to reach in trying to get the log in farther and stuff, and you can feel the heat on your hand, and if you're not careful you could burn yourself. But if you were feeding this thing this way, it would certainly make it a lot easier loading the fire, especially when it's going. Because there's not much more to tell you about it, so let's put a fire on and see how it works. Our little kindling box, we have these little birch pieces here. Now these aren't really that dry, but I think we're going to do okay to set this fire in motion. Yeah, you come over here and you grab some birch from the birch bark collection, and you come over and you get a little more. Put this piece of paper towel. There we go. Redbird matches. This video was sponsored by Redbird. Yeah, maybe someday. And then you come back over here and you snap off a piece of dollar store fire starter. So I'll take a piece of, this is maple, doesn't have to be maple, but take a piece of maple and I'll lay it right back there like so. And then we'll just start throwing in stuff that we have, our maple, or our paper towel, our maple, our paper towel, our birch bark, which you can rip up in little pieces. Anybody that's familiar with birch bark knows that this stuff is like gasoline, isn't it? I'll just lay a few of those in there like this. And maybe we'll grab another. One there and one here. And one there. Then we'll take our Redbird matches, which are really, really good matches. All jokes aside, if you're going to get any matches, get Redbird. I'm sure there's other ones out there just as good. but they seem to light consistent all the time. On the slow side of getting things ready this year, so I never had much of an opportunity to cut some kindling. So while we're waiting for that to do its thing, there's fire starters here. So like $1.25. And what's there? 1, 2, 3. There's 4 blocks. So there's 12 pieces. Yeah, 12 pieces in each one of these for $1.25. So I'll go up to the dollar store and I'll grab, you know, $30 worth of these things, and they'll last me all winter. You know, I'm not running up the dollar store every time I turn around and grabbing a package. I'm going to buy everything on the shelf.
Summer days they were warmer than when we laughed with the old fishermen, and they cursed when the fog rolled in. Then they made up the hay. It's been more than a long, long time since I held you and called you mine, and we waited for the sun to shine.
That's catching good. Nice good craft. So the door is got a little bit of a crack in it. The draft is open. We'll get this thing burning good, and then we'll be able to shut her down and run a little draft. So now, door is completely sealed, and the draft is completely open. You can see how well this thing burns. So now what I can do is close the draft all the way, and then just maybe quarter open, a little more than quarter open on the draft. Yeah, so that's it, guys. It's burning really good now. Draft is still open a bit. I can close it. A quarter draft there now. That'll burn for a few hours like that. So thanks for giving me the opportunity to show you my wood stove. Thanks to Ben. Thanks to Noel. Thanks to David. And maybe I'll tag Terry from Not Woodworking. Maybe Terry can show us his stove. And Terry, there's a suggestion for you from me to show the viewers your wood stove and what you got going on there. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.